Friedel-Crafts reactions, and then we started discussing about side chain oxidation the other day, then the Burrs reduction. This is where we ended up the session. Today, we'll mainly discuss on the reactivity and orientation of various groups on benzene. Okay, so give the heading with me. Write down reactivity and orientation of groups on benzene. The first of a kind, what we'll see, is called the ortho-para or OP directing groups. Now, basically, to understand this, we need to come across one more important term known as what exactly is an activating and deactivating group. Okay, so just write down that term, simple term first. A group is said to be an activating group if it increases the electron density of benzene ring. That is the activating group. Second point, all Plessar groups, which means any group which can exhibit Plessar effect on benzene. So all Plessar group except halogens are activating in nature, which means they will increase the electron density on benzene. Got it? Next, any alkyl group, if you have any alkyl group, any aryl group, which means any benzene connected to another benzene, and vinyl group are also activating in nature, What does an activating group do? See, an activating group stabilizes the arenium complex, arenium or the valent complex, or arenium intermediate, to a larger extent than the hydrogen atoms, of unsubstituted benzenes. Okay, which meant, suppose if we take a group like OH, and this is how the structure is, phenol. So phenol, the lone pair will always donate electrons to benzene. So you can see at this position, it would continuously exhibit resonance in the form such that the delta negative comes on the ortho position. It will come on the ortho position this way, and negative charge here, negative charge will come here, and this negative charge will keep moving around the benzene, and we'll get negative charge again here with a double bond OH plus, and the negative charge will keep moving here, minus double bond OH plus, and as the negative charge comes here, again it will retain back the aromatic form here with OH, the phenolic form here, and gets OH. Now if you see the negative charge is always concentrated at ortho and para positions. So it is always getting at ortho and para positions. So if an electrophile approaches, so let me take one of the canonical here. So if I take this canonical, and if an electrophile approaches, an electrophile could get combined from this end, it can combine from this end, or it can combine from this end. The possibility here, let me say this as 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then the possibility of combining from 1 would be much more compared to that of 2, and 3 would be much more compared to that of 3. Between 1 and 3, it is difficult to discuss because negative charge is coming on both ortho and para position. So there are two possibilities which you can always get when an electrophile approaches the benzene ring. One, electrophile get combined here, positive charge will come here. Second, electrophile can get combined here and positive charge can come here, or either of the side. Okay, it doesn't matter where you keep the positive charge. Correct. Sorry. Double bond and OH this way. So these two are possibilities. Now this is what we call it as the arhenium intermediate. Now you can check on the stability of intermediate also. If you check this stability, the positive charge, where does it migrate? See, the positive charge which is present here, that can migrate onto this position. The other other meta position here, double bond and OH. And if this pi bond shifts here, the positive charge can migrate onto the ipso position. Ipso means the position on which the functional group is present. So this position it can come. Once the positive charge comes on the ipso position, it can get much more stronger resonance from lone pair of oxygen completing its octet. So we will get an octet completed carbocation. So this gives immense stability to the arhenium complex. So attaching on ortho position or on the para position will give immense stability to the arhenium intermediate or arhenium complex. That's why when an electrophile approaches, it will approach an ortho and para positions. What is the condition here? The condition is there must be some kind of a group which are donating. So these groups which are donating and increase the electron density on benzene are called the activating groups. I guess all of you got the point now. What is an activating group? Now, in case if you know what is an activating group, I can categorize them into many different groups now. Group 1. Group 1 are very strongly activating. They are strongly activating groups. They are strongly activating groups. For example, if you have only O minus, very strongly activating groups. Same way NH minus, then OH, NH2, NR2, OR, NHR. These are quite very strongly withdrawing groups. Now within them, if you have to compare like which of them is strongest, the one which carry the negative charge will always be the strongest. So if you see the comparison wise, then NH minus is the strongest donating group or strongly activating group as compared to that of O minus, as compared to that of NH2, as compared to that of OH, okay, and as compared to that of OR. Don't worry about comparing NH2, NR2 and NHR because they will have multiple factors to discuss there. So this comparison you must know that if there is a negative charge, that would be given the high priority because they are having an extra electron, so they can donate electrons very easily. So these are very strongly activating groups. Let us categorize the next group, group 2. Group 2 are moderately activating groups. Now groups like NH C double bond O R and O C double bond O R. See, they do have a lone pair. So you can observe if this lone pair is connected to benzene, they would act like better donating group. Why they are moderate? The reason being is it can give resonance towards benzene and it can give resonance towards the C double bond O group also. So there is a cross conjugation which decreases the amount of, which means it will give less amount of electron density on benzene as you expect. Okay, because the lone pair on nitrogen should give very strong electron density on benzene, but since it is a split resonance or cross resonance, this will give less amount of activation on benzene. So these are moderately activating groups. Here, mark the group 2 now. Now within the group, if you have to compare who is better donating, nitrogen or oxygen, it is the nitrogen. Keep writing everyone. Next, group 3. Group 3 are weakly activating groups. Right. Weakly activating groups, as in, suppose if you have any CH3, C2H5, correct? Any form of alkyl, I'll just write it as R. Then phenyl group, phenyl is connected, or any vinyl group connected, CH double bond CH, but on the terminal side, there has to be electron donating group. Then these are all weakly activating groups. Okay. Few of the examples on this side, if you check out, I can write it as, CH double bond CH with OH, CH double bond CH with CH3, CH double bond CH plus NR2. Any of these groups, which are, because see, NR2, CH3, OH, these are all donating, so electron donating groups. So as you connect it to benzene, they will activate the group. Clear? So these are weakly activating groups. Clear on that, everyone? Let me show you as an example. Suppose if we have benzene connected to CH double bond CH and OH, you can see the lone pair on oxygen will push the electrons by resonance, and this pi will push the electrons so that the negative charge will come on oxygen ortho position. And same way that negative charge will come on the para position, and here the ortho position. So in short, if you write the hybrid, how does it look like? You will have CH, CH, OH with partial double bond here, partial double bond here, double bond here. There is a complete resonance happening between the ring with delta negative, delta negative, delta negative here. Okay, so this is how it will keep moving. Here on that, everybody. I'm not interested in delta negative on the other side because I just want to show the ortho and para positions where electrophile can approach. So these are all weakly activating groups. Make a note, every. Yeah, sorry guys, there is some civil work going on. Anyways, let us get back here. So weakly deactivating groups will also show ortho para directing nature. Which of these groups? Check. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are all weakly deactivating groups. Even NO. Okay. What they are doing is, if you check out any of this group as X, like halide, this will give electrons by plus R. So they are giving by plus, giving a plus R effect, but at the same time they are withdrawing electrons by minus I. And we know that the minus I effect of halides is dominant over the plus R effect. So overall it is actually deactivating, which means it is slightly withdrawing from benzene. Hence it is deactivating. All right. Now if you check out which is the most withdrawing out of all of this, if you check electron withdrawing group on benzene, it appears like fluorine is most electronegative. But at the same time, fluorine can also give best resonance because the overlapping would be between 2p and 2p. Hence, if you observe electron withdrawing nature, I would be much more electron withdrawing compared to that of bromine, compared to that of chlorine, compared to that of fluorine. So if the order is asked, this is how the order would be better. Clear on that, everyone?
Sir, NO can't be included in this comparison, sir.
No, NO is not to be compared in these cases. Okay. Clear? So these four groups, I want you to make sure you know that these are all ortho-para directing groups. Make a note of it. Next, we'll see meta-directing. Done. So to learn about meta-directing group, we need to learn which of them are mostly deactivating in nature. So you can see all minus R groups and powerful, all minus R groups and powerful minus I groups are deactivating groups. As they decrease density of benzene ring. Okay. So what I can say that whatever the arrhenium complex formed in this arrhenium complex formed in case of compounds containing minus R and minus I group, are less stable than that of benzene. So what does this mean? So if you compare a group like NO2, if you have NO2, know that N double bond O, AT bond O, and this way it is. Now NO2, you know, by nature it will pull the electrons out, so there is a minus R effect. At the same time, NO2 is strongly pulling group by minus effect, so it is a strongly withdrawing group. Since it is strongly withdrawing, imagine if an electrophile has to approach. See their resonating structures here. Let me put NO2 on the top here. So you have N double bond O, O here. So if pi bond shifts here, just observe all the canonicals. We will get positive charge here, double bond N, O minus, DT bond O. And the positive charge will keep moving around ortho and para position. Positive charge will shift here. And similarly, positive charge will shift again on ortho position here. O minus, positive charge, which is a clear evidence that electrophile will definitely won't go on ortho or para position. So there is no other alternative, but the electrophile can only approach at meta position. So if an electrophile is approaching, let me take one of the canonicals here with NO2. So when an electrophile approaches, the approach would be always from the meta position. So as it approaches from the meta position, where does the positive charge come? So this gets connected here, and positive charge will come on the ortho position. Okay. So the advantage is, now you can see this, at least the positive charge is not exactly coming at the ipso position of NO2, because NO2, as it is a very strong withdrawing group, on top of that, if the positive charge comes at the ipso position, that will be become even more unstable. So you can see the canonical arenum complex getting stabilized only at this ortho and para positions with positive charge. Double bond, and electrophile. And again, double bond here, NO2, E with positive charge. So it is coming at ortho and para positions. I hope this point is clear, everyone. Now, unlike the ortho-para directing group, where there is a complete negative charge coming, here there is no negative charge coming. Instead, only positive charge is moving on ortho and para positions. Right, students? So, which meant that in case if in meta position, if an electron withdrawing group is present on benzene and electron donating group is present on benzene, then the rate of OP directing group would be much, much higher. So, let me take it as an example. Suppose if we have benzene and CH3 and NO2 present, and they are trying to undergo electrophilic substitution. Okay, let me call this as compound 1, 2, and 3. So I can say that rate of EAS would be much, much higher in the case of R2, then R1, then R3. Got it? So the reactivity also, if you write it as an order, then 2 is much, much strongly reactive compared to 1, compared to 3. So meta-directing groups are very, very weakly accepting electrophile groups. Clear, everyone? Make a note of it. Let me give the group here. Next group, write it as group 5. Group 5 is a deactivating group, and it is moderately deactivating. Moderately deactivating group. So for example, if you have C double bond O, C double bond O R, I have C double bond O H, C double bond O OH, C double bond O OR, C double bond O NH, NH2, C double bond O Cl. These are moderately deactivating groups. Other than that, even if you have CH double bond CH with electron withdrawing group, that is also moderately deactivating group. If you have CHCl2, that is also moderately deactivating group. Okay. Next, group 6 is strongly deactivating group. Strongly deactivating group. Deactivating groups. You see the list, it is NO2 very strongly withdrawing, cyanide very strongly withdrawing, SO3H sulfuric acid very strongly withdrawing, CF3, CCl3 they are strongly withdrawing. Next, NR3 plus, NH3 plus, NHR2 plus, okay, CBr3 plus, CBr3. These are all very strongly deactivating groups or strongly withdrawing groups. Now, mostly the comparison of this is not asked. They, within this try to compare or within this try to compare. That kind of a questions would be difficult because they would require a lot of data for it. But generally, donating, withdrawing, and benzene, that would be always asked. So you should understand strongly activating, stronger than moderately activating, compared to weak activating, then weakly deactivating, and finally strongly deactivating. So if you write it as an overall thing, rate of EAS, you can say that group 1 is greater than group 2 is greater than group 3 is greater than group 4 is greater than group 5 is greater than group 6. That's why I categorized everything into groups so that it's easier to see how it is going group wise. Now one JEE question, if you check out how it was asked, that there is a group G and all these groups are given. If that group is H, NO2, NH2, OH, COOH, CN, chlorine, methyl. Now if this is a group given, let me put this as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So I have to find out rate of EAS. Rate of EAS. So tell me, students, which one should be the best?
C, sir.
C, correct. So she should be the best. Then
D.
D, right? C, D.
L, sir.
Then H, which is still activating. After activating, then we'll do deactivating, which is, but first, more than deactivating, hydrogen is better, correct? Then after that, chlorine, which is very mildly deactivating, so G. Then now only deactivating, correct? Within that, which one is better? COOH, which is E, is better than F, better than B. Got it? To this extent, you should be able to answer. No, but I told you deactivating only. See, no, I'm coming to that. It is weakly deactivating only. Check out group 4. But I have included that in orthopara. Okay. Point is, orthopara doesn't mean it has to be always activating. Activating, you can say, will definitely be orthopara. But if it is weakly deactivating, where there is a lone pair support, they will still be orthopara directing, but they are weakly deactivating. Are you getting it? Yeah. So that is the exception comes with these only. Okay. Although they are deactivating groups, they are OP directing groups. Here, that will write it at the end here. Write it as a note. Halogens, although deactivating in nature, they would give OP directing products. They would give OP directing products. Okay. Now our objective is to find out where exactly the electrophile will go if there is one equivalent. If at all I take only one equivalent, we need to know where exactly that electrophile will go. Okay. Have you all done with that? Now write the heading as reactions of functional groups on benzene. First one, suppose if we have benzene connected with oxygen and the other side connected with double bond O, and that is connected with the other part of benzene here. And I said there is a reaction happening where bromine is being added, but only one equivalent you have to add. So you have to add one equivalent. Now, if you observe one equivalent, first of all, for these kind of questions, what you will do, you will first figure out which is activating and deactivating ring. Tell me. Here you can see the lone pair will be supporting. On the other hand, when benzene is connected to C double bond O, it is always withdrawing. So it is deactivating. So I can say that this is an activated ring, while this is an deactivated ring. So between activated and deactivated ring, which is more reactive? The activated ring. So within the activated ring, which are the positions which it is more available for electrophile? It would be in ortho and para position. Okay. Now, given the option between ortho and para, okay, because this is a complete group present on this carbon, so it is a very bulky group. So whenever such bulky groups are present, the preferred position is always para. The double tick represents that is the most most preferable position for electrophile to approach. Got it? So if at all I give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these type of integer type questions will be coming for you, where you have to say on which position the electrophile will get attached. So where does it get attached, beta? Fourth position. Fourth position is most preferable. So that is where the benzene will get attached. Guys, I hope you understood this point. Let us try the second one. If you have benzene with C double bond O, NH connected to benzene this way, and NO2 plus BF4 minus. You have to write the final product of only one equivalent. So if it is one equivalent, where does it form, beta? Keep writing with me. So you have to write this entire structure. First, you got to decide activating or deactivating. Left side is deactivating, right side is activating, because this side lone pair can be helping, while here this bond is actually going to come towards carbon. And with respect to that, which is the para position here, this one is the para position. Para is more recommended now, beta, when there is crowding. So where does it form? NO2 will come here. Keep walking with me on these questions. Next. Suppose if we have connection this way, we have nitrogen here with another benzene. There is a double bond here, lone pair here, connected this way, and again NO2 plus BO4 minus of one equivalent is to be added. Now this side you can see nitrogen is at the electron withdrawing group. So which means if you see that this pi bond will shift here, from here this pi bond will shift onto nitrogen. So it is actually electron withdrawing group. But here this lone pair will support electrons to this benzene and they will get migrated onto ortho position. So which is an activated ring between these three? The extreme right is the activated ring. Yes, students. So we know that is activated ring. So what should be the product here? So I'll put this. And at the para position, where is the para position here? Last. This is where you will get it as the product. Third case, see there is on this position, check out on this position where the marker is. On this position, there is no electron donating group. Instead, this double bond will only pull electrons towards the nitrogen because nitrogen is more electronegative. So as this pulls away, the pi bond from the benzene will pull out. So this ring is getting deactivated, right, beta? While on the other hand here, the lone pair present on nitrogen will always be donating. So this ring is getting activated. Clear, beta?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Understood.
Sir, in the second case,
In the second case,
if it is in ortho, sir, hydrogen bonding will be there, no, sir.
where, beta? If NO2 is present here,
Yes, sir.
see that whether hydrogen bonding will be there or not, that all depends upon how much less crowding it has. This is a very, very bulky group. So always the steric factor dominates. Clear? So
Okay, sir.
unless any specific reasons or any specific comment mentioned there, do not go for ortho positions. Acha, if para is already filled, then you have to go for ortho position. Suppose if two rings are fused like this, both of them are benzene rings. Like this, we have, this is how the benzene ring is. And then it is connected to an oxygen this way with double bond here. So now tell me which is more activated ring here. We have NO2 plus, BF4 minus, 1 equal.
Sir, right.
Correct. So right one is the activated ring because it is directly connected to oxygen which contains lone pair. So this position, I'll just tick that. So you should be able to figure out this is activated, this is activated. Which is more activated? Para would be more activated because of less steric hindrance. Okay. So I guess you know what is the product that will come. So NO2 would come here. Keep writing, everyone. You have to keep practicing these questions as many as you can. Suppose if you have benzene ring here connected to another benzene ring here, this way, connected to one more benzene ring here, which is connected to a chlorine. And I have NO2 plus and BO4 minus. Okay, all benzenes are at equivalent position. So I will just give the numbering to any one of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. So all of them are at equivalent positions only. So you can, at one of the positions, NO2 will go. Now tell me which position does it go. Now, when you have chlorine beta and you have this phenyl group, this is also withdrawing, correct? Because at this position, there is a withdrawing group here. And this phenyl is not directly connected to the other phenyl. So only inductive effect will be acting, correct? So if I take this as a reference benzene, then there is an inductive effect acting on this side, and this side. And all of them are minus I effects. And since they are minus I effect, they are all deactivating, right? So if there is a deactivation happening, where on which position NO2 will come beta?
So 3.
3 or 5, correct? So either 3 or 5 position is preferable. Done? Right. Make a note, everyone.
Sir, one say third one, sir.
Third one. See, beta, in third one, what is happening? This lone pair containing nitrogen is not directly connected here. Okay. So this lone pair has no role for any resonance onto this benzene. On the other hand, the pi bond present with the nitrogen will only be pulled by nitrogen because of its electronegativity. As this will pull, this pi bond from benzene will come out of their ring. So this ring will get deactivated. But on the contrary, if you see on the right hand side, the lone pair of this nitrogen will be supportive and increase the activation on the benzene. So between activated and deactivated, activated ring is to be more preferred. Within that, para position is more preferred. Where is NO2? NO2 is an electrophile. NO2 is an electrophile that will go on any of the position, got it, depending upon what is connected. Clear? NO2 I am taking as a subject beta. NO2 is like the electrophile. You can take, instead of NO2, you can take CH3 plus, you can take Cl plus, any of the Br plus, any electrophile. Okay. On benzene, how the other groups are behaving, these are the groups. You know, these are the groups. You know, this is the group, this is the group, this is the group. See how they are behaving. Okay. Right. Now see, next one. In case if you take toluene, right? If you take toluene, CH3, and we treat that with Br2 in the presence of Fe. You know, toluene would be orthopara position, orthopara directing. So we will get this as CH3 Br plus CH3 Br at para position. Okay. Para is slightly dominant. Para is slightly dominant. Slightly dominant due to steric factor. But the minute you start increasing the chlorine groups here, CH2Cl, CH2Cl, same, Br2 and Fe. Okay. Now what is observed is that it would, because there are two hydrogens which can give hyperconjugation, it can still give orthopara directing groups. But since there is chlorine, the overall group has become inductive. I mean, inductively it is trying to pull. So slightly it will start giving an withdrawing nature also. So what you will observe here, is that we will have CHCl, is that CH2Cl, correct? The CH2Cl giving bromine here plus CH2Cl, bromine here, but a very small amount of para position, I mean meta position here, correct? A very, very small amount, in fact around 5%. Rest would be only these two. Okay, but if you change one more hydrogen with chlorine, right? If you were asked, like CHCl2 is there now, and Br2 and iron is being used here. This time we will have all these three products, CHCl3, Br. Now because the chlorine has increased significantly, the meta position composition will increase. Br, CHCl2, Br. Experimentally, it has been found that this is around 34%. So which is quite significant, right? Because now chlorine is deactivating that by inductive effect. Lastly, if you have all of these are chlorines, CCl3, Br2 and Fe, then 100% only one product is forming, and that is meta position. There is no traces of ortho or para whatsoever. So important point to be learned from here, how the groups on toluene behaves. See, there are hundreds of cases we can discuss like that. Let me discuss one such case here. Let's say if this is the case, yeah, and I have Br2 and Fe. You can take any one of them as a reference. This is biphenyl. In biphenyl, you can take one of them as a reference. Like let's say I took this as the reference. So on this, I'm trying to add the group and see where does it get attached. So the other phenyl will always give ortho-para directing to it. So we will have this position, and this position hold. Which position is more preferable? Beta para is more preferable because it would have less crowding. So you guys can guess what is the product there. So we can have this group here this way with Br getting on this position. Okay, yeah, tell me beta, you're saying something.
And there is a CN group at meta position.
Don't we are still not coming to the two group system yet, and that is not in your syllabus also. So please do not get into those cases. Okay, let us just stick to those cases because that has to be completely experimentally done. We cannot judge on those cases. Okay, beta. Only to some extent we can judge is that if there is an orthopara directing group and meta directing group, you will prefer orthopara, but again not in all cases. Experimentally proven values only I will give you today. Okay, so I guess all of you understood these points first, right? So we'll go one by one. Don't worry about the cases of multifunctional groups when you have. So whichever the proven multifunctional group related to JE, we will do it anyway. Now coming to the cases of where we have heterocyclic groups. For example, if you have any kind of heterocyclic groups like pyrrole, thiophene, or pyridine, quinolone, indole, in those cases, there is a preferred position on which the electrophile will get connected, even naphthalene for that instance. So we'll discuss on that. So first, let us do that. Give the heading as positions of EAS on benzenoid structures. So in case we have benzenoid structures, where would that get combined? So first one we'll start with is naphthalene. Naphthalene distinctly has two positions. One is called alpha position, the other one is beta position. This is the naphthalene structure. Now, how many different positions naphthalene has, beta? It has only two positions. Observe carefully. It is this one alpha, and this is beta. If you put this one is again alpha, this one is again beta. So there are two alphas, two betas on one ring. Okay. Now if an electrophile approaches, so our objective is to find out where does it get combined. Okay. So if an electrophile approaches, what I'm doing, I'm taking both the cases. Let's see, electrophile once get connected at the ortho position, once get connected at the beta position. Suppose if electrophile get connected here, so positive charge will come here, and this is how the structure is. Clear? And for this, what would happen if you see the resonating structures? See, this is the Weyland or Arrhenium complex which you will get, and I'm just writing the structures of Arrhenium complex here. See, double bond will shift here, positive charge will come here, positive charge will come here, double bond would be here, this way, electrophile would be here, double bond is here. and another canonical, if at all I write, positive charge will be here, double bond here, double bond here, double bond here, double bond, and electrophile here. And as you see the structure here, again positive charge will come here, double bond, double bond, double bond, double bond with electrophile here. So I'm hoping all of you are able to make the structures. Making the structures is very, very important, students. Recently, they always been asking on benzene and anthracene about all the canonical structures. So now if you see, we have written all the canonical forms possible. Well, there are other forms also, but in this case, if you see, if at all I write this as A, B, C, and D, can someone tell me out of these four, which is the most contributing structure, beta? Most contributing structure. Four canonicals, they are definitely not equivalent.
A, sir.
Very good. A is most contributing because A is the only one which has a complete benzene ring. Correct? So the other form is not a complete benzene ring. Here, this is anti-aromatic, this is anti-aromatic, anti-aromatic form, anti-aromatic form. Correct? So the only one ring is complete benzene form. So you can see A is the most contributing structure. Right? This is when I put electrophile on the beta position. Now let me put electrophile on the alpha position and see. So in case if we put it on alpha position, electrophile, imagine it's get combined on alpha position. See how does the structure look like. So electrophile will come here, positive charge will be here. This is one canonical. What is the other canonical? The pi bond will move here, positive charge will come here. Okay, and further you can keep writing all the resonating structures, but observe this, when I write all of these canonicals in the first case where electrophile is been attacked on the beta position, second case when I put it on the alpha position, both the structures are benzenoid forms or not? Both of them have benzene rings. Correct? So such type of structures you are getting only one in the first case. Here you are getting two. So which is most preferable on beta? So when electrophile approaches, would it go for the alpha position or on the beta position, which is more stable arenium complex? This won't go. This is the correct path. Okay, students. So if an electrophile is to be added on naphthalene, you will always add it alpha position. So rate of EAS will happen at alpha position more than beta position on naphthalene. This is the pyrrole form. See, just like naphthalene, pyrrole also have two positions, alpha and beta. You can check out, this is the alpha position, this is the beta position. Okay. Now let's see, if at all an electrophile is getting substituted on alpha position first. Right. So if at all we get substituted on the alpha position, so what do we get? Electrophile would be here, positive charge will be here, double bond would be here, H and lone pair. This is how it is. Write the canonical forms for the same here. So this pi bond can move here. So we would get double bond shifting here, positive charge will come on the left hand side, and writing the other canonical, a double bond here, electrophile here, double bond will form here, nitrogen will get this positive charge. This is the canonical. These are the canonicals which you will get when it is substituting on alpha position. Next, suppose if the same pyrrole is getting substituted on beta position. Now in case if it is substituting on beta position, have nitrogen H with electrophile here, positive charge here, double bond here. Okay. So obviously lone pair on nitrogen will help it to undergo resonance stabilization. So we'll have nitrogen, double bond, H with electrophile with double bond here, and this gets positive charge. This is the canonical which you have. Next, what is the other canonical which it can get? Is there any other canonical which it can get? Okay. Now the resonance that can happen will be only between these two sides, which means either this positive charge has to move here, okay, which means the double bond should go here, negative charge should come, positive charge should come, plus with electrophile. This is a too much charged canonical, right? Too many formal charges are appearing. So would there be any contribution coming from this end, beta? very less. The contribution from this end would be very, very less. So which means, in short, if you see, there are only two canonicals which are coming from the substitution on beta position, while here there are three reasonable canonicals which you are getting on the substitution with the alpha position. So which is more preferred, beta? First one is more preferred, second one is not preferred. So rate of EAS on pyrrole will be alpha better than beta. All of you understood this point? Let us see the third one. Now when you compare benzene and pyridine, okay, when we compare benzene and pyridine, we are trying to find out which one will give you better rate of EAS. Okay, between benzene and pyridine, which one will give you better rate of EAS here? So if electrophile gets added, you know, when it comes to pyrrole, what would happen? So in the case of pyrrole here, as electrophile will get added, electrophile can be added at two, let us say here we are adding at this position and this position. These two positions we are adding. So what are the intermediates which you will get? With benzene, I will get electrophile here, positive charge here, double bond, double bond. With pyridine, I'll get electrophile here, positive charge here, double bond and double bond, this way. Okay. Now this positive charge will keep moving, okay, but obviously this lone pair is not in the same plane as that of this positive charge, so don't expect there is any stabilization from this lone pair. Okay, but nitrogen is relatively more withdrawing group, so it will give minus I effect. So minus I effect will always decrease the stability of carbocation, correct, beta? So because if you have minus I effect within the group, so it will decrease the stability of carbocation. So between these two canonicals, or between these two arenine complex, which is more stable arenine complex here? So if you see the stability wise, which is more, beta? The first one is more stable than the second one. So what should happen to the rate now? So if you check out the rate of EAS, if you compare with benzene and pyrrole, which will give better rate? Benzene will give better rate than that of, pyridine. Yes, all of you understood this point? Similarly, I want you to compare with benzene and pyrrole. Benzene, and then try to compare that with pyrrole, which is more reactive. One thing we know that on pyrrole, which is more preferable? Alpha is more preferable. So don't write on the beta structure only, just write the alpha structure, alpha substituted canonical. Show that the same canonical for benzene and see which is going to be more stable. So let us write that. Suppose if this is the position where it is getting attached, positive charge will come. In pyrrole, alpha is more preferable here. So electrophile coming here, positive charge here, this way, H and this, right? Now if you check out, this positive charge will keep moving and you will get one very important canonical here, where we will get double bond here with nitrogen getting positive charge, double bond, and this. Now this is an octet completed carbocation. This is never going to be an octet completed carbocation. So if you compare the stability of the first one and the second one, these two arenine complexes, which one is more stable, beta? Second one is more stable, right? So if you see the stability wise, we can see that second one is more stable than the first one. So which means what should happen to the rate of EAS? Which will react faster? Is it the pyrrole or benzene? Pyrrole will react much faster than benzene when an electrophile approaches. Beta. No, in beta also there is a complete octet configuration. No? See, even in the beta position, octet completion. So whether it is alpha or beta, compared to that of benzene, it is always more. Anthracene has three positions: alpha, beta, gamma. So it has this alpha position, beta position, and gamma position. These three are unique positions on which an electrophile can approach. Right. Now the best possible position, if you observe, is I'm not writing all the cases, I'm just showing the best possible case, is the alpha position. Why alpha position? If an electrophile approaches here, the positive charge will come there. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so it would come this way, double bond, right? And if you see this canonical, na beta, this would have a canonical which is forming, a resonating structure forming, where double bond will come here this way. If you see, both these rings are completely aromatic here and isolated. Remember, we have learned about this earlier. When you have an isolated benzene rings, they will have more amount of resonance energy than the conjugated benzene rings. So hence, you would see both these rings are completely isolated. So the resonance energy is very high here, which means this is the most stable canonical you can get after electrophile get added. Positive charge here. Yeah. Okay. So which is the best position out of these three here? Alpha, rate of ES will be much better than alpha than compared to that of beta and gamma.
Anthracene, sir.
In any structure of anthracene, you will be able to get back to this position when you substituted alpha position. Okay. Where both rings will be isolated form.
Naphthalene, sir.
Naphthalene is only two rings, na beta. In two rings, we got only two kind of structures here. This one and these two. Correct?
So no, sir. If the bridge one is the double one, no, sir.
So you
That
put
is
it.
not the double.
No, what I'm saying, when you try to put the naphthalene, you will always start with the more stable canonical, no beta. If you put it this way, this is the more stable canonical as compared to that of this canonical. Which is more contributing canonical here? This one. So why do you see the reaction with respect to this? You know? Same is the case with anthracene. I'm saying only with the best possible scenario. Okay. Everybody done with that? Let's see the next case here. Next case is indole. Indole will have benzene combined with pyrrole kind of case. Like this. I mean, hydrogen is there with it, with lone pair, double bond, this. This is called indole. So in indole, if the electrophile approaches, just now we have learned one thing. What is that? Between the benzene ring and the pyrrole, which is more activated? Hey guys, which is more activated? Pyrrole is more activated. So would it go on benzene side or pyrrole side? It will go on pyrrole side. Correct? And within the pyrrole, normally we have learned alpha, but this time beta is more favorable. Reason being, see, if electrophile gets added here, I can write it at two positions, H lone pair with electrophile here, positive charge here. Okay, and ring would be this way. Okay, and if an electrophile approaches, and if at all I write positive charge, I mean electrophile here, positive charge here, this way. Okay. Now here you can see, you can directly make a resonating structure and make this nitrogen double bond, and electrophile will get formed here. I think all of you are able to see that. But here, if this positive charge has to delocalize, then this pi bond has to shift. The minute the pi bond shifts, which means it is losing out the aromatic nature of this benzene. While in the above case, you can see the ring is been intact in both the cases. Here, the next canonical which you will write will not have that aromatic form of benzene. Because now what would happen? The double bond will shift here, positive charge will come here. So it has lost that aromatic ring nature. So which is to be more preferred, beta? Here, alpha or beta is preferred? Beta is more preferred. Okay. So rate of ES in this case would be beta more preferred over alpha. I can write these two canonicals, right? After putting the canonicals, I'm checking the one which will have more benzene forms retained, because benzene resonance is the highest form of resonance, because you know that resonance energy is the highest amount of energy that it can dissipate. So instead of checking any other cases, whether there is an inductive effect, whether there is slightly less resonance, more resonance, as long as benzenoid form is retained, that would always be more stable. Okay, beta.
Okay.
Next, we have combined benzene and phenol. Na? Like that, I can combine benzene and pyridine also. Benzene and combining pyridine. A combination of benzene and pyridine, this is called quinolone. Quinoline. So in case if we take quinolone and add electrophile, you have to check where does it get added. Now between benzene and pyridine, Which is more reactive, beta? Which has more reactive?
Benzene.
Benzene form, right? Okay. So in the benzene form, I have two different positions here. You can see this is the alpha position, this is the beta position. Right. So on these two positions, if you check out, what is the case we will get? Check. If you get electrophile substituted here, positive charge will come here, double bond, and N will be there this way. And if a positive charge, if a positive charge will come here at the beta position, now you should be able to guess it and tell me which is more, rate, which has more rate, alpha or beta. Now see, writing one more canonical here, we will get double bond here, positive charge here. But did the aromatic nature of pyridine changed? No, here it didn't change. The ring is retained. But here, the minute positive charge is here, the pi bond will shift here, double bond will come here. So it has lost the aromatic form of that pyridine. But here in both the cases, aromatic ring has been retained. Here only in one canonical it is retained. So which is more favorable?
So, but there is a OCC in the second beta substitution. Sir.
No, that lone pair cannot be in the same plane as that of positive charge. We discussed that. Yes.
Yes.
Right. So rate of EAS. Tell me guys, should be better, alpha or beta? Alpha is better than beta. Very good. I guess all of you understood these points. So once you know how, why benzene is more reactive, here we have discussed that beta. Check out here, third case. Let us see the next concept here. So I hope all of you are able to figure out on which position what group will come. Okay. Now the next thing what we learn is how do we control thermodynamic and kinetic reactions. So thermodynamic or kinetic controlled reactions. Not many cases here, only 2-3 cases to be discussed. One thing, if we have phenol and I treat that with concentrated H2SO4 at around 0 degrees centigrade. At around 0 degrees centigrade, it has been found that we'll have OH and SO3H forming here. OH and SO3H forming. While if we take concentrated H2SO4 at 100 degrees centigrade, the same would be formed at para position, SO3H. Okay, so this is kinetically controlled product, while this is thermodynamically controlled product. What do you mean by thermodynamically? Which means it is more stable. So if you compare the stability, the para is going to be more stable compared to that of ortho. Okay, this you just have to memorize. Do not put too much details into it. And if you heat this part again at around 100 degrees, the kinetically controlled product will again convert into thermodynamically controlled product. Similarly, if you have naphthalene and treat that with concentrated H2SO4 at around 40 degrees, it would give major product at alpha position. So we'll get this is the product. This is the major product. But if the concentrated H2SO4 has been taken at around 160 degrees, you will get beta as the major product. This is the major product. You can see this is the TCP, this is the KCP. If you take toluene, react that with CH3Cl in the presence of AlCl3, we would get ortho and para substituted products. So we'll get CH3 here, and we can get CH3 here, correct? Plus, you can get some part of meta product also. This one. Okay. Now, usually when it comes to CH3, it should always be ortho and para product which should be giving. Okay. But here the major product is this one, major product. Now see the reason here. Suppose when you give the hyperconjugation, this is CH3 here. Imagine another CH3 is present here. How do we write the hyperconjugated structure, students? We write this as CH2 with no bond resonance with hydrogen, forming a double bond here, and minus charge will shift here. And this is how the canonicals are forming, hyperconjugated canonicals. And that minus charge will keep moving, double bond will come here, negative charge will come here, and CH3 will be here. Double bond, CH2 and H. So you can see these are the hyperconjugated structures with respect to the para position. Now check out, if you write in terms of meta position, CH3 and CH3 is present here. And if you write the hyperconjugated structures, double bond CH2, no bond resonance with negative charge, double bond, and CH3. Writing the canonicals, here you'll get negative charge here, double bond, CH2 and H. And that negative charge will only move onto the ortho position here, this way. But you notice something here, the negative charge which is coming on the para position, it is tertiary position. So this is a third degree carbocation. While the negative charge which is coming here now, in all the canonicals is only a 2 degree canonical. So which is more stable here? So the more stable product is always this one. Okay, correct. So meta is more stable. Metaxylene is always more stable product. But kinetically, this is more favored. We have just learned it now. Which is more favorable? ES. Alpha position is more favorable, correct? That is KCP.
So KCP is about getting the most stable.
RNA. हाँ बेटा. TCP is about getting the more stable product. Okay. Now suppose if the same question is asked with excess amount, same toluene is being asked, CH3 with CH3Cl, LCl3, and excess amount has been taken. So the reaction will keep having polyalkylation, but which one will be the most stable part, beta?
Mesitylene.
Mesitylene. So mesitylene would be the most stable part.